I love chocolate. I don't know of any places here in town that offer frozen hot chocolate, do you?
I don't, but we could call the Chamber of Commerce and ask. I bet they would know.
They would.
I'm really thirsty.
I am too, Mrs. Claus. That sleigh ride was very tiring.
It was. Autumn and I just popped over to Bronner's for a quick, fun girls' trip visit. We just love coming to Bronner's, don't we?
Oh, we do.
Bronner's Christmas Wonderland in Frankenmuth is so much fun. We came to get some new trees and lights and ornaments for our celebration.
And cookies.
Oh, cookies!
You can't come to Bronner's without those cookies.
No, we had to come for some cookies too. But we just feel so much at home, just like we're at the North Pole when we're here.
Oh, yes, and we had such fun playing word games on our way down. But, Mrs. Claus, we didn't get to finish our last one because we had to find a parking spot for the sleigh.
Oh, yes, Autumn. Well, why don't we have our friends from Bronner's join us in playing that last word game?
That is a great idea. Let us know the first word that comes to your mind and type them in the comments below. Are you ready?
I'm ready. It's a great idea. I think it's going to be so much fun.
It will be. Let's start off. The first question that I need you to answer is, what's the first number you can think of?
Let's say 3,499.
It's a big number, Mrs. Claus.
I like big numbers.
All right, how about a building? And the gift shop up north does not count.
The gift shop up north is one of my favorite buildings.
But we can't use that one.
Can't use that one. We need another building. So can any of our friends suggest a building? The first building that comes to your mind. Could you just type it in the comments for us? Well, I can think of another favorite building of mine.
What's that, Mrs. Claus?
It is the Submarine Museum.
Oh, we've never gone there before.
Well, I will take you sometime. We'll have a wonderful time.
That sounds like a blast. Now, I need you to think of a person. I would personally pick Jack Skellington.
Oh, does it have to be a famous person or just an everyday, not famous person?
It can be whatever you want, Mrs. Claus.
Whatever I want. Well, can our friends help out with that are viewing? Can any of you type a comment? Type a name of a person in the comment. It can be your favorite musician. It could be your favorite comedian. It could be your favorite family member. Although we don't have favorite family members, do we? We love all of our family
We love
members.
everyone.
So the name of any person.
Any person whatsoever. You could think of the Queen, you could think of a president, you could think of an actor, or just a favorite character from a book or a movie.
That's right. Or a reindeer, your favorite reindeer trainer.
My favorite reindeer is Comet.
Or your favorite jeweler. Oh, we've got one. Oh, wonderful. Thank you to all of our friends out there that helped us with that word.
Now, I need you to think of a past tense verb. That means something that's happened in the past, like an action.
Like you swam or you walked. Something in the past. Can any of our friends suggest a past tense verb for our word game?
Let's see. Well, you could say I ran in the Volkslauf in 2020.
Ran
I
is
hear
a
that's
past
coming
tense
up.
verb. Yes, it's coming up this weekend.
It is on July
Saturday.
3rd.
Saturday, yes. Or you could say, I trimmed the tree. Trimmed is a past tense. I trimmed it last year, yes.
You did, and you did a wonderful job.
Thank you. Thank you to our friends. We do have a word that will work for our word game. Thank you so much.
All right, and now I need you to think of a body part, inside or outside. It doesn't matter.
A body part inside or outside? Can any of our friends name a body part? Write in the comments below. Thank you. And it can be inside, like your kidney.
Or your stomach.
Or it could be your fingernail,
Your nose.
your eyelash. Can any of our friends name a body part? Oh, we thank you to our friends who named a body part for us. That will work.
Now, can you think of an animal, but multiple, so a plural animal?
Oh, like instead of dog, it would be dogs.
Yes.
Okay, so can one of you please give us a plural animal name for our next word in our word game?
Did you know that the plural form of moose is still moose?
It is. Sometimes it stays the same.
Sometimes.
But then there's ox and oxen.
Oh, I love oxen.
I know, we have them up at the
North Pole.
And they pull a lot of wagons and things,
They do.
but they're fun to ride bareback.
Yes, they are.
And I've done that, but don't tell Mr. Claus. I've
Mrs.
done that.
Claus.
Oh, we have a word. Thank you to our friends for a plural animal word.
Now, I need you to think of a noun, but it has to be a thing. Not a person or a place, but a thing.
Like
Jingle bells.
bells, yes, jingle bells. Or camera, a thing. Oh, we have one. Thank you, friends.
Can you think of a type of flower, Mrs. Claus?
Oh, I think of my favorite flower is lilies of the valley in the spring.
They are pretty. My favorite is they're snowbells that we have up north.
Yes, they're wonderful. Can our friends name a favorite flower of yours to help us with our word game? It could be your favorite flower because of the way it looks or because of the way it smells. Or the way it looks in a vase.
I hear roses are really nice in a vase.
They are beautiful. Roses are lovely in a vase. And there's so many different colors of roses. Thank you, friends, for getting us a name of a flower for our word game.
Now, how about a shape?
A shape,
Any type of shape.
like a square.
Like a square or a circle, like chocolate chip cookies.
Yes. Or a rhombus.
Or an octagon.
Octagon. Sounds so royal. So could any of our friends suggest a shape? Any shape? Maybe your favorite shape? We love shapes. Because we like blocks. And you make a lot of blocks in different shapes.
Yes, Mrs. Claus, I do it, especially in triangles.
And cylinders.
And
even
cylinders
for
and-
building houses.
When children build castles, they really like those cylinder blocks with the triangles on top.
They do, because they're very fancy. Okay. Oh, thank you, friends. Thank you for suggesting a shape for
A
us.
shape. And now, this is the last one. Think of your favorite saying. Do you know what mine is?
What is your favorite saying, Autumn?
Ask me about my rapping skills.
They're the best. They really are the best. So, can our friends suggest a favorite saying? It could be short. It could be a little longer.
It could be a movie quote.
It could be something you just say to your children. It could be from a song,
It could be.
a line from a song. Could any of our friends help us with our word game with a favorite saying? It could be something you say to your children when you tuck them in at night.
It could be. Or something you say to your dog.
Yes. Or something you say when you kiss your sweetheart goodbye.
Mrs. Claus.
I'm going to blush, I just know.
What about something you tell your favorite friend?
Oh, your favorite friend, your best friend.
Your best friend, or an inside saying.
Yes.
Or an inside joke.
Or a secret saying. A secret saying. It could be a secret saying. Do you have a secret saying? Thank you, friends. We do have a favorite saying that will work for our word game. I just love word games.
I do too, and that was so much fun, Mrs. Claus. I love games.
It was. I feel like I'm right at the North Pole when I'm playing a game here at Bronner's.
Speaking of which, I found a book about the North Pole. The night before Christmas. Would you like to read it?
Yes, I would. We've been shopping a little. I found this beautiful cookie platter that looks just like my husband's face.
Let me go find the book in the box.
Okay, you go and look in the box and see if you can find it. And, oh, I can see Tinsel's been shopping for a puzzle. We are pretty busy at the North Pole, but once in a while we do find some time to put puzzles together, and we love to do that. It's a beautiful puzzle called The Star on Top. And I bet you know these elves, Autumn.
Yes.
Who is this?
That's Norbert.
Norbert? And are those two on the bottom Wiggle and Giggle?
Yes, ma'am.
Norbert and Wiggle and Giggle are three wonderful young elves. Wiggle wiggles a lot and Giggle giggles a lot, but they're wonderful boys. And we are so glad to have them at the North Pole with their families. Norbert and Wiggle and Giggle. And Santa is very particular, as you can see, as to where the star goes on the tree. So he helps the boys quite a bit with that, our boy elves. While we're waiting, I just want to tell you that I am so happy to be at Bronner's, and I hear that they are doing a special fun time on their blog for Christmas in July, which is right around the corner.
Mrs. Claus, I found a special version of The Night Before Christmas.
Oh, that's one of my favorite stories.
Mine too.
Oh, and it has some magical glitter on it. How wonderful. I'm just going to stick that cookie platter on top of my bag of goodies to take back home to the North Pole. Well, I love this book. Would you mind if I read it? I would really love to read it again.
Not at all. Mrs. Claus is the best storyteller.
Oh, thank you. The Night Before Christmas. 'Twas 3,999 nights before Labor Day,
Keep going.
when all through the Zenders, not a creature was stirring, not even a goat.
The greatest of all time.
The chairs were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
Keep going, Mrs. Claus.
The children were nestled all silly in their beds, while visions of sugar plums hobbled in their heads. And Rod Stewart, in his kerchief, and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the river walk, there arose such a clatter, I skied from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The bicycle on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a yellow of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering liver did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny bears. With a little old driver so funny and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than geese, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the forest, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of cookies, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkle I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my elbow and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his knee to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of apples he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they spotted, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like poinsettias, his nose like a cherry, his droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as purple as the snow. Oh, snow? The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a smart face, that's my man, and a little rectangle belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I danced when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the buckets, and then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy birthday to all, and to all a good night." Well, I don't think I've ever heard that version of The Night Before Christmas before.
That's because that's a Madlib.
A Madlib! Oh, I've heard of Madlibs before. That's the word game we were playing, where you take a story and you take out words, and then you get a list of other words, and you put them in.
Yes, and it changes the whole story. It makes it so silly.
So fun and silly. Oh, I have to tell Santa about this version. He will love it. Well, this has been such a wonderful, quick trip.
Yes, it has. And I hear that Bronner's is having a Christmas in July celebration later this month.
They are. All the month of July we're celebrating here, but from the 14th, I hear, through the 25th, there's a special celebration every day on their blog with a post of games and activities and all kinds of wonderful fun.
And I've heard from our friends here at Bronner's there's going to be another Madlib.
Yes, so they should watch our posts.
They should.
Their posts on the 14th, because we'll be watching them, won't we?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
From the North Pole.
Yes,
We'll
Mrs. Claus, we will be.
And I'm hoping I can get back for a little visit during Bronner's Christmas in July.
I hope so too, but right now we have to go. The elf wrapping competition is today.
Oh, that's right. And aren't this autumn the elf is our two-time champion of the gift wrapping championship. So we have to get her back because she's hoping to win
A third time.
Yes. So won't you wish her luck with me and cheer her on? Thank you so much. We're heading back to the North Pole. See you again soon.